How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Scarlet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're taking a look at some Pokemon leaks, rumors, everything in between. We got some massive stuff coming to us from Riddler Khu. If you guys do not know who Riddler Khu is, he's a legitimate leaker. Like, this man is a legit leaker. He's leaked stuff in the past. For those who do not know, we have confirmation of his leaks. Legit guy, but he tweeted out back in July, the 5th of July, I say back in July, still in July, but our fake is regional fake. Now, regional fakes are Pokemon like Toedscruel, right? Or, I don't know, like Wiglet. Those are regional fakes, as we call them. Basically, it's versions of Pokemon that look like them, and you would think that they're regional variants, but they're whole brand new Pokemon, right? Basically, he tweeted out, our fake, do you like our fake? Is it lazy or creative? He went on then and also tweeted a few other new things. Recently, he tweeted this on the 10th of July saying, I see some pattern here, an official spoiler desu. Have you got it? Question mark. People were looking at this and wondering, what could this be about? Like, what is this, what does this have to mean? Because on this, we see type logos. We see, the fairy type logo, fire type logo, ghost logo, fighting type logo, poison, whatnot. But we also see this brand new one, which we didn't really understand the meaning behind, and he keeps mentioning it, which is interesting. He continues on, also says, Shigemu Sutato in total, and then some other stuff, which is really weird. Blaze Incineroar, who is a leak analyst, says that he, maybe it's a new regional fake that's a bug type. And what this could be about? Well, the man continued and said, Fatuso, and then our fake is from purple to green, which is interesting. And he says schedule, second in 2 days and third in 4. So basically, he's revealing brand new regional fakes, brand new stuff. He's revealing it through this. That's basically what's happening. He's revealing it through the use of this stuff, which is kind of crazy, but this is the way he's been hinting it. So a lot of people have different theories on this. A lot of people have different thoughts on this. And one of the biggest ones, we're going to be going into all of them one by one, don't you worry. But we have a few different thoughts, right? We're going to start off with this post right here. I think we're going to kick off with this one right here from Soul Silver, who says, spoilery, the new Riddler Khu riddle breakdown. The new riddle game begins. 3 in total, get ready. First, and then we're going to start off here. First, our fake that is purple but turns to green. So that would mean a Pokemon which is purple that turns into a green colored Pokemon. He says these could be the literal colors or maybe just the typings. Poison to grass type, or what purple Pokemon could become something completely unrelated but looks the same but it's green now. Also, the fast is interesting. Maybe that's a hint to the original purple Pokemon being fast or becoming something fast when it turns green. Some people have said fast could be translated at first, let's see. Could be translated at first, so maybe first gen Pokemon, but at the same time, the last two are fakes were Gen 1, so maybe they will branch out now. The first could just be Khu saying first riddle, so many people think it's Arbok, which I could see being becoming a vine of some sort, like basically a grass type. But also Gligar, Apom, both are purple. Post your IDs in the replies. Seriously though, are we actually going to get another grass type in Gen 9? Possibly. I'll always update these, whatnot. Again, I do appreciate that Soul is back at it with the grind. He says, here's the schedule for the next tweets. I would say Khu loosely follows his own plans, so I wouldn't be too confident in the times, but I was thinking about what rakes more. Makes more, and it's more important to note that our fakes are very meme-worthy, and also most likely their unrelated lookalikes will also be in Scarlet and Violet, like Diglett and Wiglet, which is true. Here's some more speculation, and he has a post right here, which we can jump into and check real quick, where he says, there could be something to this. And what is he talking about? Well, it's actually a post from my boy Light. Light says, I don't think that is a Pokemon that goes from poison to grass. Probably it is a trap to think about this. Also, we're going to be doing this comment that's really quick. So if we take a look at the new Pokemon from Paldea, there's only one that goes from purple to green when it changes to shiny, and it's Veluza. So it's probably an original fake, and the counterpart at the same time. And here again, it's like the whole like color theory thing. What Soul has to say about this though says there could be something to this. Maybe it's not Veluza specifically, but the riddle is odd in the way that we could randomly guess the purple Pokemon, but how could we ever guess the green item it will become? Instead, what if both colors are just pointing to a Pokemon, they'll be getting a regional fake. So any Pokemon that is purple, but then its shiny is green, or its alternate, which is Mega, G-Max, or regional form, is green then. And whichever Pokemon has these two colors is the one Pokemon that's getting a regional fake. Of course, Khu did put the arrow from purple to green, so this ID does seem unlikely, but it's brainstorming, so food for thought, which I do agree with that sentiment. Again, it is possible, right? He also says here, lastly, some riddle threads are back. He says right here, but yeah, I guess it's just kind of him, kind of putting it all together. So he says also, if this regional fake is from Kitakami, there's a good chance it has a Japanese origin or vibe to it. And remember, I stand with original fakes, not convergence. If you do too, then I think this could be easier. So with that in mind. And then I don't think he really added much else to that. I think he's still writing these because he's in the process of making a bunch of these as I'm literally speaking. But yeah, either way, let's continue on to the next thing here, which we have a few different things to take a look at, actually. But the first one is going to be this right here. This is posted by Frito, and Lumios actually agreed on this, which is basically Ogerpon is somehow similar or could be inspired by the Ryog from Indonesia, which is this thing right here, this kind of mask, which, yes, I could see the resemblance there, which makes people like Lumios wonder, is it possible that Generation 10 could be a return to Asia, right? Like a return to, just like an Asian, based region, which I don't think is the case because of Kitakami's existence. I think because Kitakami exists as at all, I don't think the next generation will be in an Asian-based country just because of the fact that Kitakami now exists. Again, I could be wrong. I would love another Asian-based, one that isn't just in Japan. I'd love for one based in, Indonesia. Honestly, Indonesia, India, Vietnam, freaking Thailand, Malaysia, Polynesia, whatever. Any of those countries, I would be really just happy to see in any form or shape. Dude, I don't even care. Bangladesh, India, all of them. I would love to see any version of them show up in this case as a region in a Pokemon game, but I just don't know if that's going to be the case. However, it's always worth speculating about, right? Like, that's kind of the fun part of it. But before we continue, we also have this right here from Light, which is an interesting rumor that was posted on 4chan, so let's take a look at it. Now, it does include a image here, which is of what looks to be almost like a watermelon-shaped and colored coughing, I guess? But here's what it says. One of my friends is an employee of an outsourced company that works on the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. There will be a total of 15 new Pokemon DLCs, 7 for the Teal Mask and 8 for the Indigo Disc. The Teal Mask, Monkey Dory's type is Poison Psychic, Pheasantipedi's type is Poison Fairy, and finally Okidogi's type is Poison Fighting. Ogerpon's type is just pure grass. Interesting. The Loyal 3 will transform into masks for Ogerpon to wear. That's a bit nuts, but there's a lot of mask stuff in this, so yeah. The Fusion Forms concept is similar to Necrozma. You will gain access to the special Terra Power in the Indigo Disc DLC that will allow masked Ogerpon fused with the Loyal 3, to transform into its Oni form, which has higher stats and gains the Ghost Dark typing. Okay, Ghost Dark, you're not even, the grass is not there at all then. One of the new Pokemon in the Teal Mask DLC is a Watermelon Pokemon that looks exactly the same as Coughing. This Pokemon evolves into another new Pokemon that is basically just a watermelon version of Wheezing. Both of these new Pokemon share the water grass type. That actually sounds pretty fun, not gonna lie. Another food Pokemon. It's gonna piss a lot of people off. The last new Pokemon Teal Mask DLC is a new evolution for a Pokemon called Crodons? Why is he saying it as if he doesn't know? I guess well, whatever. Crodons. Okay, so basically they're saying the new evolution for Crodon. That actually would be sick, man. I love Crodon. I would love for it to get some love, man. The Corphish line just hasn't had any love in forever, actually, ever. It looks more like a large, fierce version of Crodons, but it still keeps the same type. Then he says, the Indigo Disc. In the Indigo Disc DLC, you'll meet the grandson of Drayden. He looks like a delinquent, but he's actually a very nice and caring person. Upon learning about Terrapagos, you will revisit the Area Zero with him, Kieran, and the new female teacher from Blueberry Academy that looks similar to Adaman, okay? A new area that is inside of Area Zero will be unlocked in Pokemon Scarlet. You'll meet Paradox forms of Entei and Raikou, while in Pokemon Violet, you will meet Paradox forms of Terrakion and Cambalion. Both Paradox, Suicune, and Virizion are also in this new area. This is where you catch them if you missed the raid events. All the Paradox legendary Pokemon play a major role in the story. Cyrano is not secretly evil, he's just good friends with Clavel. Alright, that sounds pretty reasonable. So yeah, again, anything is possible here, but I think it's worthwhile to just look at these rumors. I would love to know what you guys think about this. If you think it's real or fake, I would just love to know. Personally, I'm a little bit iffy on this one. This was posted on the 7th of July. Interestingly though, it does match up with this post right here. It matches up with this. Think about it. Coughing is purple. This Pokemon right here is green, which is what we're being told. Whatever Pokemon from the past is going to get a regional fake is supposed to go from purple to green, which is literally what happens with this image stuff he's giving us right here. But that's not all. Another aspect you have to keep in mind is the fact that he seemed to hint that it could be a Gen 1 Pokemon. So is it possible that Coughing is the one that's going to get a regional fake? And if so, is this leak real? Because if it is real, then oh boy, we have some crazy stuff on our hands. I'm not even going to lie. But yeah, nonetheless though, ladies and gentlemen, we have a final thing to look at, which is going to be this right here. Basically, Pokemon Sleep is, I think it's out, and we have data mines of all the Pokemon. I'm going to just turn my camera off for a second here. You guys can pause the video right now if you want to look at that, and that's it. So yeah, ladies and gents, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.